Hello, YouTube! I am Penstar, and this is Oxygen Not Included Strategy and Tactics, episode 28. And yes, I know, don't worry about all these things, I just let it save. We are not about to starve to death, not with 767,998 kilocalories available to us. Boy, if there's one thing that you can take away from here is that food, if managed properly and planned ahead for, is a non-issue. At least in this update. They are fundamentally changing how food is done in the next major content patch. So unfortunately, I wouldn't say all of the tips I've given about food have gone become slightly obsolete, but some of them. But that being said, planning ahead for food, working on it sooner rather than later, and not nipping at the heel of starvation while avoiding those mush bars as much as possible are still valid tips, even if they rework the agriculture system. Right then, so here we have our palette, as it were, for our new project. So what is precisely our new project? Well, our new project involves turning this lovely stuff, the polluted water, of which we have such copious amounts and can obtain readily. Ooh, hey, a natural gas geyser. Maybe a side project. Focus, Pinstar, focus! So turning polluted water into clean water. Now, you might be saying, well, Pinstar, you're already doing that. You've got this lovely water purifier. It takes in polluted water and it spits out clean water, and you would be correct. However, there's one problem with the water purifier. It needs sand. Now, sand is not a terribly valuable material otherwise. However, sand is finite. There is only so much sand on a map. And in fact, it only comes in little pockets, like right here. So you're not going to be swimming in sand the way you are, say, I don't know, sandstone. So eventually, you can only filtrate the easy method, and yes, using the water purifier is the easy method, so many gallons of water before your global supply of sand, or your local supply of sand, runs out. This is a heck of a lot more involved in terms of turning the polluted water into clean water, but it forgoes the need for sand, and therefore is technically infinite. All it requires is electricity. Electricity is a technically infinite source, mainly because of these natural gas guys. But anyway, so what we're going to do here is we need to start out, and the formal name that I give this is a boiler. I coined the term, but that's essentially what it does. It is a boiler. It boils water. When you boil polluted water and turn it into steam, the steam is clean water. The impurities that make polluted water polluted are left behind in the form of dirt. And then if you can get that steam to then, say, condense somewhere, you can then use it as clean water without the need for any sand. So that is our goal here. Now, the problem is that in order to boil water, turn it to steam, you need to boil it. And that can be a little tricky depending on how you approach it. So, first things first, let us sweep this area nice and clean. We'll sweep this area clean too. Don't want any problems with these. Heh. He's selectively pulling out the clean water. I love it. As far as Mr. Morb here, I don't really like him being here. I would prefer if he was not here. love to stick him in the chlorine, because he could then turn the chlorine into polluted oxygen, which is slightly more useful. But I may target him for destruction here. Wait, what? Morb emits a higher decor value? What? What? Okay, game, whatever. An agile disease. He's just gonna keep farting out. Yeah, we're gonna attack him. I'm sorry, Mr. Moab. Oh wait, is everyone's combat job disabled? Yes, it is. Alright, who's gonna be our attacker? Dana! Dana. Alright, our first and probably last instance of violence. At least the morb doesn't seem to be lashing back out. Oh, no meat? No meat? Yep. That's alright, we needed him anyway there. I mean, orbs are technically useful, but they, compared to the other two bits of fauna that you will find in here, they not as much so. Not as much as a puff, and not as much as a hatch. Right then, let's get building here. So, the way, the whole way this thing works, and this is a kind of a, it's kind of a weird way with the way the system handles this, is a liquid tepidizer. And yes, we must, capital M must, make this out of gold amalgam. There is, it does not work otherwise. Oh, hey, iron. Pretty nifty there. But again, still nothing to gold amalgam. So, what this is meant to do, and we're going to go ahead and build this right here, is, well, it heats up water. That's all well and good. Now, you might be saying, well, Finstorm, why don't you just, put it in the water? Well, the problem is if you put it in a body of water, something like this, you're going to heat up the body of water, but it's never going to get hot enough to actually boil. There's too much mass to heat up. And by the time, the really hot stuff right near the tepidizer gets, close to evaporating, the heat will just dissipate and transfer elsewhere, and cooler water will flow in, and now you've just heated up the pool and thus heated up your environment without actually doing anything useful. Speaking of heating up the environment, one of the things we are going to need to do is to make sure that igneous rock. That's not good. Let's we'll put a second layer here, because what we need to do is this needs to get insulated with abyssalite tiles. No getting around this. Now, this natural wall of abyssalite over here is fine. We'll certainly utilize that. But we're going to need to sort of anchor this in abyssalite. And actually, you know what? This little thing of water in here might be a useful thing. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And I think what we're going to do is... Oops, not that one. Deconstruct this. Alright, we'll get this thing going. The actual stuff in here is not terribly important. It does have an impact, but it's not going to guide our entire strategy. While we're doing that, let's not get too distracted. This area is starting to heat up and, maintain that heat. This is what I was afraid of. But the storage container itself has not. Well, the storage container itself has. Let's. We've set the ice out here. Eventually, the ice will help soak up some of this heat. Eventually, we will turn the power to this pump off, and that will give this whole area a chance to cool itself down. New duplicant available, Eddie. Well, we got one more dark bed here, so let's welcome them aboard. Let's see. Mole hands are always useful at this stage of the game. Bottomless stomach. Yeah, all the bottomless stomachs are coming out to eat our mounds and mounds of food. Naturally robust and with all these might be a good one here. Alright, come on aboard, Frankie. Welcome to the colony. 19 dupes. Alright, the other thing, alright, so let's go back here to plan our browser here. Like so. Oh yeah, sure. We don't need to. Come on, Ellie. Thank you. And I just realized you are trapped. Alright. Do I want to make it 2 tiles? Let's just make it the 1. Let's just make it the 1. I can always adjust the design accordingly. And she can clean up these last couple of tiles and bother anyway. Let's just give Ellie the build job. Oh, she has the build job. Then, oh, somebody else probably has it reserved to bring the Abyssalite here rather than letting her. They're fixing this in the next major update, by the way, where local dupes with the materials on hand can interrupt long-distance queue jobs. Okay. Also, one other thing I need to do is, what is the wattage on this line here? We got plenty of juice on this line, so we can utilize this line for our goodies here. Now, I'm not going to... oh, wait a minute. 960 watts by itself? Oh, that's going to need its own circuit breaker. Never mind. Well, it's a transformer. Yeah, you guys are getting your own transformer. I'll put that up there. Heavy watt wire goes in here. Electrical wire. Go here, and then we'll do the wire bridge to jump over the heavy. Got to dodge around the other circuits so we don't cross the wires here. The wires are starting to look a little like our piping, but it is necessary, especially with this tempodizer, because this thing sucks energy. Now, I'm not going to actually plug it in yet. Or actually, maybe I should plug it in, and then we will set a switch, just so we can turn it off until we're ready. I think I like that solution a little bit better. Because eventually, this is all going to be encased. We are not going to want to have dupes wandering around the inside of the boiler, essentially. Oh yeah, gold. They're going to make all of this out of gold amalgam, which is fine because we're kind of swimming in stuff and we have access to a lot more if we need it. There we go. Excellent. How's our temperature of our pool here doing? Yeah, it's starting to warm up a little bit. But again, once we cut the power. Now again, this auto hydro switch never quite fulfilled its function here, and it's not plugged in here. But we got a manual switch to turn this pump off. In fact, you know what? Let's turn it off for now. Let's let this refill a little bit. Let's let the chute cool for a bit. You know, let our things do its things here, just to help keep things nice and cold, and also to cool this pool down too. All right, now the other parts, the other components of this are going to be a liquid vent. Will be over here. Other thing we want to do is have a liquid valve because we want to. There's like a sweet spot, and I'm still kind of experimenting as to what the sweet spot is. But there's a sweet spot in terms of level of amount of water to come out at a time in order to make a boiler work efficiently. Now here we can just siphon off from this pipe here, and if we accidentally suck up some of the clean water, that doesn't matter. It'll just get boiled anyway, and clean water boiled will just make more clean water. So that's fine and dandy. So we don't need to go too nuts with the pipe work here. We'll use the ever popular igneous here. Oh, beautiful. Okay, yeah, let's turn this off. Yeah, it's sensing that there's no water nearby, which is a problem for it, which is why we want to keep it off until we actually get the water flowing. You know what? I think. Let's see. This is pretty thick stuff here. Ooh, pocket of hydrogen. This thing might be useful, actually. This pocket of hydrogen. Ponderings and ponderings. Might be worth it to tap into this pocket of hydrogen, and because one of the other things we need to harness is resorts. Now these two I'm going to cannibalize from here. These two are, I'm probably going to cannibalize these two because they're not really doing as much as I thought because the air pressure up here is not so good. We need these, so we are going to we're going to cannibalize some resorts here to use them for other purposes. Or you can just make it big. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I'm picturing something good here. We're gonna need to do some more digging here. Like I said, this is gonna be a multi-episode project. But if we do here. Might as well get these out anyway. Oh wait, no, hang on. There's. Well, here we'll mop all this stuff up because we want to get rid of this. We want to get rid of this polluted stuff here. Just because this is going to become a little bit of a pit for our clean stuff. And then what I'll do to contain all of this is get this door going. So just, at least for the moment, be a temporary solution. Yeah, we'll just put this ladder down there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we've taken our Weezeworts down. Maybe a little bit too prematurely there. This one's warming back up. And again, with the polluted water, I do not know how this stuff gets there. It's not even touching phosphorite. How's our temperature with our hydrogen? Yeah, see, our hydrogen system, I'm happy with our hydrogen system. That was very well implemented. And it's beating back some of the heat here. Again, it's always going to take a little bit of a drip here. But this is going to be... This will cool off eventually. Alright, good. This is starting to go here. I just realized we can deconstruct this little wall right here. We don't need to keep the polluted water in here separated. So, might as well let it do that, because we don't want it to flood. We don't want to actually submerge this. Right, the other thing we're going to want to do here is we're going to go for the gas permeable tile. I'll give it a try. Again, this is probably the most difficult and most experimental of the builds that I've been showing you on this series here. So this is part science and part, no, I don't want to call it guesswork. I've experimented with this before, but this is not one that is easy to do cleanly or cheaply. You're gonna need. This is definitely a late game tech, so to speak. Alright, we are going to priority 9 this, please, before we lose all of our hydrogen. Thank you, Tabo. Good job. I mean, I'm okay. It's not like the hydrogen's toxic or anything. I would prefer to preserve it. Yeah. Let's get that bridge over here. So you do not suffocate. Hopefully... Alright, good. You can get some gasping breaths here. French stench! Oh no, Frankie! Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Frankie! You are our new dupe. I took you because you were naturally robust. But into the tube with you. Dang it, Frankie. This is why we can't have nice things. We don't need you stinking up the base. There we go. Thank goodness. Not again. Although I do kind of want to go up to 20 dupes because it's a nice round number. Oh yeah, so now that we have this little pocket here and our dupes can actually access it, let us get the Weezeworts in here. Now, it's going to be supplemented with the polluted oxygen, to be certain. But yeah. And then what we need to do is to get mesh tiles over here. Like so water can flow. Actually, let's take you, put you up here, and you, actually you could just sit right here. And just to make sure that the water does not flow in the incorrect direction, let's do that. And then. All right, so let's think this is a good stopping point. So in our next episode, we're going to get our boiler up and running, and hopefully get ourselves some clean water, some extra clean water to work with. What we'll do with it from here, we'll figure it out. But yeah, we've got some work to do. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or different. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!